Hey guys, welcome to the Hoan Zone, where we help you multiply the assets you own. I'm Hoan, and I've been investing for the last 10 years. And back in 2009, I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I so badly wanted to become a real estate investor. I read the book, I learned about the assets, and I said, that's what I want to do. That's the lifestyle I want to live. I want to collect all of this passive income so that I can go and retire young and live on the beach and do all that kind of stuff. But I couldn't figure out how to get around the financing. Because I couldn't figure it out, I did nothing for 2 years. I just sat on my butt. I was smart as heck, right? I had my engineering degree. I had read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I was full of all of these concepts and theories, but I could not for the life of me figure out how to make the financing work. So what do I mean by that? So when I looked at buying a property, I thought, okay, I'm going to have to buy a property in an LLC for asset protection, and then I'm going to have to put 30% down to buy this property. And so if I bought this property with 30% down, then I'm going to have my whole entire life savings stuck in this property and not be able to get this back. I did the cash flow analysis, right? Because it's easy to do. How much money is the property bringing in, how much is going out, and how much is left over. And I did the math, and it showed if I had a perfect track record where rents were coming in every single month and I didn't have many expenses in terms of repairs or anything like that, it would take 7 years in order to break even. And that just made no sense to me. So I did nothing again for 2 years. And it wasn't until I stumbled across a seminar that taught me what it is that I needed to know in order to become a real estate investor. I learned how I was going to get all my money back within 1 year. Sometimes I could do deals with none of my money out. And so I didn't have to wait for my money to come back at all. I end up buying an asset that produces cash flow and I have no money in the deal. So that seminar completely changed my life. And now, fast forward to 10 years, here I am today. And now I'm offering you guys a training so that you can learn what it is that I learned so many years ago. I've done everything from wholesale a small single family home all the way to investing in a 336 unit apartment building out of state. And now I want to show you how you guys can do the same. One of the common questions that I get is, Hoan, how do you protect yourself if you have all of these assets? What if someone sues you? So I cover that in this little clip.
Say my house now, if
Mm-hmm.
it's someone gets hurt, they can
Mm-hmm.
only attack this property.
Correct.
So if you have everything in one LLC, they can attack everything else. So he basically really went into asset protection.
Yep. Yep.
And now you, for example, I'm sure, like I said, you have multiple properties. Do you have everything under one LLC, or each property is its own LLC for separate?
Neither. As you were saying, if something happened, they would go after the assets. But what is the asset? It's the equity.
Mhm.
And if you have a loan against the property, how much equity do you really have in it? And so if you have a loan on everything and you've pulled out as much of the equity as possible,
Not enough to attack.
what are
Yeah.
they going after, right? Now, because I'm not an attorney, I don't want to show the whole entire clip. There is asset protection that you need to be mindful of, and I show you some strategies to protect your assets. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, that I was stuck when it came to financing. So within our training, I also go over how you can buy properties without your own money, right? They're giving me 100% of the money. And if they give me 100% of the money, then I don't have to, I don't have a down payment. And then when I'm done the deal, I refinance. Because if you have all of your money back out, you have $0 in the deal. How many deals can you do? As many as you want, right? There's no limitation, like Tom was saying. Like, Hone, how do you afford all the 20% downs? Because Tom, I don't have any percent down. In the training, there is hours for just the financing alone, because it's super important for you to understand where the money's coming from, how you pay it back, and how you can do deals without your own money. A lot of times what happens is when I'm training people, they can't get past their old thinking. So it's important that you guys are on these live trainings, because then when I train and I teach something and you hear it and you're still fighting against your old programming, that I'm there to help you break out of that cycle, because real estate is like 80% mental and 20% technical. So if I can break you out of your old thinking, then you can begin doing new things.
Money by yourself too much to manage alone.
It's not that it's not that it's too much to manage. It's just that this is a new concept for your brain to absorb, because your brain, whether you know this or not, it's still defaulting back to the idea that you're paying the debt.
Yeah.
You're not absorbing the idea that you have tenants that are paying you, and that you have all of these additional streams of income. And
Okay.
the other important part about trainings are that they expose you to ideas that you don't know to research. So people like to tell me about how they're going to Google or YouTube how to invest in real estate. But if you don't know of a concept, then how do you Google it? How do you search for it? You don't know what you don't know. So it's important to go to these trainings so that we can expose you to these ideas that you need to know. It's super important. You need to know certain things in order to become a good real estate investor. The most important number in all of this, and most people have never heard of it. Crazy, right? The most important, and never heard of it. Never heard of it. The final clip I'm going to show you is all about speed. So some people have ideas of how to invest, and then there's the better way of doing it. So if you can learn how to become more efficient and more effective at investing and speed it along, then you can magnify your results. You can 10x your results, like Grant Cardone might say. So in the same time frame, I go from either being $100,000 richer or $1 million richer. Now, all of those clips were just to show you what the trainings are like. They didn't have much detail in terms of teachings because all of the teachings occur at the training. So this was just a sneak preview of what's available if you're interested in becoming a real estate investor, if you are interested in getting unstuck, because a lot of people are in analysis paralysis. I was for 2 years until somebody helped me get unstuck. If you go below, find a course that you like and sign up for it. This training is designed to take you from wherever you are to wherever you want to go. Every single training is unique because I'm going to come with my schedule, you're going to come with your unique situation, and we're going to have a great seminar. So sign up, and I will see you at the next training. Here's one of my magic skills. I can hear your question even if you don't know what you're asking me.
Yeah.
Okay.